What's up with you? What's up with you? What's up with you? We back at it, brother. We back to it. What's up? We got another simp, man, who thought his money could save him. Said, I'm gonna jump into the deep side of the pool head first. I'm jumping right in. He led with his wallet head first. Head first. This guy jumped into the pool head first, leading with his wallet. My money, my money, my money, my money, my money. My money, my money, my money, my money, my money, my money, my money. What's that? Oh, that's that? That's that Lil Wayne song, ain't it? I forgot the name of it. But anyhow, this guy jumped into the pool head first, and look at him now. Look at him now. And he's gotten lost $5 million. He got used. She filed divorce. He didn't know it. Got rid of him. I think she got him deported. She out. I just saw them on my Instagram having a Valentine's Day. It was a bunch of women. And, plenty of money in their pocket. I ain't see no dudes, though, but that's different. Plenty of money in their pocket. And this simp is out here whining over the relationship. When you went in there with your money, you went in there talking about your bread. You went in there talking about you're going to buy this and buy that and your money. My money, my money, my money. Money, 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 money. And she said, okay. And there's another thing, too. She said, okay, well, I'll just take his money. And you walked into it, and she did. Now she back. And I just looked up this woman's dating history. Every dude she's been with is a millionaire. The Kordell Stewart, I don't know what happened on that. I don't think it was her. I don't know what happened on that one, but I don't know. You had to talk to him. Both of them give different sides. But I think that's when she broke into it off of him. He's a millionaire. And then the next guy she got a baby with, he's a businessman. I think he's wealthy, a millionaire. And now this dude has a little bread on him. And she used him, and she back on the market. She works out. No, this one right here, you can't really put that on her. She works out. She takes care of herself. Her skin is glowing. I've actually met her, believe it or not. And she's now, like she just don't play, man. Like she's one of them women that don't play. That's what she comes across to me. That's what she comes across to me as. And she pulled up. This is another woman who got 3 millionaires. Not rare that is, man, a black woman. But this dude's a simp. He thought that his money was going to make everything be okay. If it was only if it was that easy, right? If only it was that easy. Guys will do anything, man, try to deal with these relationships. They'll do anything. But the right thing, how about that, huh? They'll do they'll do things, but they won't do what they're supposed to so they can accomplish their goal. Can't do it with money, man. Ain't nothing wrong with having money, but you can't buy these women. And there's guys out here, that's what they suggest, that guys go and buy women, buy them. And then when the women start to push back, they complain about the women that they bought. Dude's a simp, man. She either wants to be with you or she don't, man. Stop all that other stuff. All that break bread and all of that. I'm gonna buy you. I saw the rap video, Money Bag. He went and bought the Aries, a $500,000 Rolls Royce. Look, man, let me tell you something. Let me tell you guys something. I've actually met her. I met both of them, matter of fact. But and she thick too. That Aries chick, she's short, she's squat. She's squat, she's short and thick, like a tank. Not in her stomach. I'm just saying her bottom. She's super thick down there. I didn't know she was from Chicago. I'm just saying, turn out she's from Chicago, whatever. She cool, but all this $500,000 present, that's just, for me, that's just a no, man. It's a waste of money. Not my thing. I don't care. I got you on the back, on the other side. We don't even drive like that. We got brand new vehicles. We don't even drive like that. That's just not my thing, man. I hope it work out for him. They said she smashed other rappers since they've been together. So, and he's been generous with his gift giving. So, but see, in the end, whether you like it or not, it just don't work, man. It just don't work. It said gold diggers, but they messing with him. They messing with him. They don't mess with him. Why are they out there trying to get at these women, man? When these women are doing make a fool out of them. Millions and millions of dollars. Not to mention the bread she ran up while she was with you. Not to even mention that all the bread she put up while she was dating you, now you got to spend more bread to get a divorce. You look weak, you look stupid. You done played yourself. I saw her laughing, brand new cars, hanging out with her girlfriends, all of them. All that money being paid off of simps. And my thing, if you're a simp, you can't complain. If you're a simp and you going all in, anything you got, I'll take it. I'll do anything to be with you. Well, then you got to accept that this is what, if they decide to leave, they decide to leave. The simp then wants to complain. The simp wants to cheat instead of being a man and compete for the woman like a man. The simp wants a easy pass, don't pass go, free card. The simp wants that. so he can get the woman using his bread when other men say, I'm not going to do it that way, man. That ain't how I move. But he want to thumb his nose up at the men. Oh, look, I got her. I got her. And then when she leaves him, because men told him, don't do that, he wants the same men to cry with him and complain. What are you complaining to me for, bro? You the simp. This dude drove head first, leading with his wallet. And for a long time, we had simps running around here talking about lead with your wallet. That's simp talk. That's simp talk. Kind of shit is that, lead with your wallet. Now, I grant you, lead with your wallet will get the product, right? It'll get the product. Well, it's not going to keep it. And for all you know, you don't get anything. Guys who lead with their wallet, man, they have to wait. And they can do all that. They can do all the performative stuff. And they do all of the performative. Let's have a big wedding. Let's wait until after the wedding. And they have people that they dancing and shit. You know, everybody up there. And then a year later, you know, they getting divorce papers. And they losing their assets. And they're running around complaining, but that's the way it go, man. That woman got to be feeling you, despite what others say. They're going to have people who say that, man, that woman got to be feeling you. And these women, they'll try to come up with this. They happy with a man who just paid a bill. No, they not. They are not. Don't believe that. Don't believe that. That's not true. If a woman is happy with a man who just pays her bills, why don't you just stay at home? Why leave the house? Why leave the house? Why get married? I mean, I'm talking about from the house. They want more than just a man who pays their bills, man. They want more than that. And the simp finds that out later. Now, let's talk about this. Thugs and lowlifes. Of course, they're going to jump in the game and pollute the game with the bullshit. But when you start talking about dating, right? As a man, really, you have to be the prize. You got to be a focus. It's good for both of you. Leading with your wallet gonna get you some return, but you have to deal with the backside of that. People lose interest. You know, you hungry, you want to get something to eat. Once you fill up, you're not hungry anymore. These dudes who lead with their wallet, once these bills are paid or the things they need, the whatever Birkin bags, whatever, they get that little treat. Or this holiday right here, Valentine's Day, right? Valentine's Day. A lot of these women used a lot of simps. They got teddy bears, they got chocolates, they got cards, they got balloons. And tomorrow, they're going to go right back to ghosting. They're going to go right back to ignoring. They're going to go right back to taking advantage of them same simps who spent all that bread. And let me tell you something, because I was going to do a stream on it. That don't really change anything. It doesn't really change. Guys think if I simp out and buy a bunch of balloons and teddy bears, you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? She works here, so she knows I'm going to send her a little something. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send her 10 of them. I'm going to spend $700 spending her. I'm going to give her 10 teddy bears, 10 bouquets of roses, 10 boxes of chocolate, balloons, all just balloons, and all her girlfriends are gonna, and that shit don't work, man. Don't do that. As soon as the day over, that shit's gonna be set off to the side of the street, off to the curb. It's gonna be removed. It might now. She might dress up her cubicle, she might dress up her little workstation with some of it, but a lot of that stuff going in the trash. Especially once the flex is over, as far as once the women ain't really impressed, they're gonna junk that stuff. And don't let it be a dude out there that she really care about. That shit going straight. That delivery guy, he might as well park the truck at the trash can. She don't want it. She gonna tell him, I don't want this. Who sent me? Oh, no, you can take this. I don't want this. You can take this back. No, I don't want this. And this is the thing about these guys. They keep trying to buy their way in. Man, you can't buy your way into these women. These women going to sleep with the men they want. Now, does that mean broke men is their preference? I mean, if that's their preference. But I'm going to be for real with you, just like a man's preference is what he likes the most, right? Most of them don't like broke men, but that's what guys got to understand. This guy right here, he played himself. I think they was dating for a short period of time and they got married. And probably she still was active with another man the whole time, and then got tired of him, filed for the papers, got the money. I think he paying $40,000 a month. She getting paper from the baby daddy 3 years ago. I don't know about Kordell Stewart. I don't know how much money he had to give her. And she used their clout. Porsha Stewart is a good example of how to propel yourself into the limelight using another person's clout. Being someone who's just a regular person, her husband was a football player. She was just a regular, I think they met, they got married, and then from then she became Porsha Stewart, the wife of a football player. And I think she swung that into all this reality show stuff. She met the guy on this show, and boom, she got the baby, got his money, got rid of him. Now she's got this dude, used him. And a lot of women like that. While men will say this is wrong, while men will say she's wrong to do what she's doing. We did a stream, Predatory Women. We had India Love up here, predatory women, women who prey on men. And we don't mean in a negative sense, in the sense of, you know what I'm saying? We talking about for money and stuff like that. For clout, for money, for the attention of other men. You messing with her, and all turns out the only reason she was messing with you is because she wanted to get the guy who works in the same building with you. She wanted his attention. So she played with you and then abandoned you. But the whole thing now, this guy, he goes on these streams, he's complaining about her. Man, you walked into that. You walked into that, brother. I don't even know why a man in his right mind would be dealing with some woman doing a reality show, talking about some Real Housewives or any of that reality show stuff. They're on they're on a reality show. But anyhow, she propelled herself into the limelight now. Now she's headline news now. She's more popular than Kordell Stewart. And she's got a following, a strong following. She's got a strong following in the female audience. You can put that together, huh? What that is comprised of. And in many cases, like with the way the world is, a lot of them like her dogging these dudes out. They like to see her use and discard these dudes, use him for his money, kick him to the curb. He said it's truly competition in that one woman can have 10 dudes in her inbox, but it's one she truly wants or desire. Yeah, of course. Of course, it's just like you, right? It's just like you talking to somebody, oh, cool, until somebody who you really want to talk to shows up. Say there's been 2 weeks. Say there's a woman you out here messing with. 2 weeks go by. You stop messing with her, you start dating someone else. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, she calls. It's the same thing. Your interest, because you're more interested in her. And women do the same thing to these dudes, and dudes don't want to deal with that. Dudes say, I'm gonna buy my way in. If you got to buy your way in, she don't like you anyhow. She like your money. If you got to buy your way in, she don't like you, man. I done seen dudes take women on shopping sprees and spend money, man. I mean, they spend money. And that woman is sitting right there at home, ignoring his phone calls because she talking to a dude, from the jailhouse. She's sitting up there with the phone clicking with him on it. He done spent money, been the nice guy, did all of this extra stuff, talking to a dude she paying $5, $6 a minute to talk to and hooking him up. Call my cousin for me. All of that. She doing all of that off of her, out of her pocket, because that's who she really wants. He's just in jail. And dudes keep falling for that, man. These guys keep thinking they could buy their way in, man. That's the dumbest shit. You don't want the woman. Listen to me, man. If you can't get her, you don't want her. If you can't get her off, hey, who are you? Whatever, you don't want her. Don't throw no bread in the mix. You don't need no shortcuts, man. And who you gonna cry to once you get used? Then what? You gonna come and talk to a bunch of men? What's that supposed to prove? You gonna run around whining to a bunch of men about women? Shit, we know about women. What about them? What about them? Oh, they take advantage of men. They do. Oh, they'll do you wrong. Well, you can't participate in it, though. And all of this, I'm looking at these Valentine gifts and all of these rappers and buying these ridiculous. I think somebody just flexed. They got $1 million. Somebody, I'm trying to remember who it was. One of these NFL players just bought his baby mama a $1 million car and a bunch of other stuff. And she's showing it off on the gram. They're going to throw all of that stuff, all of these women, all of these dudes who they got 1-800, was it 1-800-Flowers? It's the same number. It's all over the internet. Same number. Been that way for years. 1-800-Florist or 1-800-Flowers. A lot of them make all their money. They make all their money in February. There's an event, a concert. It's a bunch of brothers. I had the flyer. It's a bunch of brothers. They call it an event of love where they're gonna read poetry. It's really for couples, but it's not built that way. But it's mostly for women. 90% of the women, because all the speakers are men. And this is a hustle. They know it's a lot of lonely women out there. So, and the dudes, one dude is an ex-singer. He used to have a hit, 15 years ago. Now he's up there. Another dude, ex-football player, he's up there. And another dude is a pastor. He's a current pastor. And they say a display of love and support. Spend your Valentine's Day with us. And they got the 3 dudes on the flyer. And they done rented out a place. And it's a hustle, man. You rent the place out, you sell tickets, $20 a ticket. You give them a rose. If you come in, you get a rose for coming. You get a letter of love that one of the men will sign for an extra $25, and guy sits up there and it's dark. Everybody gets in there and it's dark, and he comes out with the love and what does love mean, and and a long poem, and you the greatest thing that happened to me, and I don't care, you all belong to me. Let me just say this to everybody in here. You belong to me. I don't care what anybody say. I don't care what he did to you. You belong to me. He's gonna say that to pander. He's gonna say a lot of that, and ooh, and then another guy's gonna come out and start singing, some love song, and it's a guy who used to sing. That's what I'm saying. He's a talented. His career, he just done fell off a little bit. He gonna come out and he gonna sing. He gonna sing a love song. He gonna look into their eyes. He gonna tell them what they. He probably walk through the crowd, and he'll probably grab some roses, start handing out roses, and making the women blush and swoon, and then another guy will come out from a religious perspective, and he'll talk about all of the greatness and things like that, and Valentine's and how great it is and all that, and they're gonna make a nice piece of money off of those women. They're gonna make a nice piece of money. Yeah. And hey, there's a lot of money to be made. And the 1-800 florist, I can go there right now. It's gonna be a clock. I can go there right now. You can send flowers anywhere. It's a clock running right now. It'll tell you how much time you got. If you're trying to send it to Germany, it's gonna configure if you can make it over there by 11. You pay them with your credit card. They send up the roses. And that's how guys get played, because they on some secret admirer shit. And they start sending these roses to these women. And yeah, they'll receive them until they find out who's sending them. Now, secret admirer, okay, sort of acceptable. But if she find out it's a dude she don't want or don't like, man, that woman gonna throw that shit straight in the trash. And Negroes play this game. They make so much money off of that, man. They make so much money off these lonely heart simps who want to lead with their wallet. It's sad, man. That's the order of things, man. That's how it goes. Now, Porsha Stewart, even despite being on TV, despite the fights, dogging out these other dudes, despite all of that, this dude still walked into the middle of that. This dude thought it wouldn't happen to me. He said she would never do those things to me. It's going to work out for me. He blinded himself to the truth because he wanted to believe he could spend his money and get this woman and have his little plaything. That's what he wanted to believe. And he found out he couldn't. He found out it's just not that easy. Now he's on here. We got the video. Let me go get this video. We got the video on here. And he's on here whining. Woo. He's on here whining, complaining. He walked into it, but it's somebody else's fault. Hold up. Where's this thing at? All right. Where's this damn thing at? Hold up. I put this damn thing together. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna do a Hail Mary, man. Right here. Right here. Give it to me. Let me see. Nope. Damn. So I'm gonna have to show you the version. I had a better version. I don't know where it's at. So here we go. Where we at right here? Okay, here we go. We're gonna go with this.
Brett marrying her.
Here we go. Fair use, fair use. Right here.
Absolutely. I said to her in one of my text messages to her, because she didn't respond because I kept asking her, why did you file for divorce? and she wouldn't say anything. I tried to reach her mom. Her mom would not respond either. I later figured out this felt like a coup. When I don't know if you're familiar with. I'm familiar. I say it because I'm from Nigeria, and that we were ruled at one point by the military, and so every so often when you want to change leadership, the president, you stage a coup.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. I was totally blindsided. I was no member of her family, whether on the mother's side, on the father's side, reached out to me. And the only person I actually reached out to was her mom, and she didn't respond. And so I essentially sent her a text message. I said this was a $5 million rehab project that I took on. She never shared her concerns or issues with me before filing for divorce. If you're married, I've been married quite a bit. I think I understand a little bit about the dynamics of.
He spent bread too, bro. That chair, that's her sitting. He bent over backwards. That man bent over backwards trying to please this woman, trying to win this woman's support. Spent money, a lavish wedding for the fam. Made her like a prince. And for all of her, the stunt, so she could stunt on Instagram and all of that. And like he said, she just filed divorce. And when he went to call, nothing. And there's also a rumor that she got him deported. So she called them people on him, got him locked up. That's a hell of a wedding present, huh?
I should understand a little bit about the dynamics of a relationship. You discuss issues and say, hey, if this does not change or something does not happen, this is what might come of it.
Mm-hmm.
We never had those discussions, and I'm happy to share with you text messages where I was essentially blindsided by the divorce fight.
I was actually going to ask you if this was something that you saw coming, if conversations had been had prior. What do you think what do you think Portia's reason was to file for divorce?
I think I was targeted.
In what way?
I was targeted from day one for financial reasons. When I filed for divorce from my previous, ex-wife, she was in my DM praying for me. And I think I was in a vulnerable position at that time, and I entertained it, and so it just kind of snowballed from there. Getting engaged in 30 days. I mean, who does that? I was out of my 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 goddamn mind to have done that, and of course, I'm paying dearly for it.
Wow. Do you regret marrying her?
Absolutely.
Yeah, there you go, man. And now who you cried to, man, engaged in 30 days, says what she met him in the D. She crawled in. We talk about the guys in the DM. She crawled into his DMs, gave him a sob story. He fell for it. Why would she be in his DMs though? I mean, like, don't you think that's weird that she's in his DMs? Like that wasn't a red flag for him. Why is she in your DMs? What makes her a fan of whatever you're doing? And she went in there with a sob story about how he was getting a divorce and how bad it is for him and how she knows everything can do better. And then boom, 30 days, he gets engaged. Now you got to understand, they got to look at the history. She did it to her, Kordell Stewart, got him for a bag, got this other dude for a bag. They got a baby. That's a constant bag. She's in your DMs, man. Why would she care about you? What is it about you that she's in your DMs to be keeping up with what you're doing? Gave you a line of yap. You fell for it. Within 30 days, you talking about let's get engaged, let's set a date. Sold you that she wanted to be with you. She sold you that you can have this. she sold you. You got a elaborate. You got plenty of money, an elaborate wedding. You got on your little king's hat, big throne, all the people there, people dancing. I don't know how old Porsha Stewart is, but people dancing around, people clowning, and boom, like you said, once she had the things going, I think she got him deported. I think she called ICE on him. She married him. They was married for a while. All of this ICE stuff, she dropped a dime. We got an illegal immigrant here. We got a migrant worker with no no identifying information. And that's when she filed divorce and got his bag. And the judge ordered him to pay, I think, $50,000. He said overall $5 million. Cost him $5 million dealing with her. And she's back out. I saw her at a party. She was with her friends. Hair's done, nails done, looking clean. Ready for her another one. You're another human. I mean, another dude to take advantage of him. Says she 45. 45, $5 million. He would be better off if he dated a woman from his homeland who had the basket on her head. He'd just be better off like that, man, because look at, and then you didn't get anything. So you got a couple of times to access her, but that's not anything, man. You got nothing from her of any value. You paid for a wedding, your family saw all of this stuff, and then this is the things you get. This is how they repay you. And now you get to go on a sympathy tour, and you're going to leave out the part that you was feeding her money. You're going to leave out the part that you fell for her. I mean, come on, man. Like, you guys got social media, right? Who doesn't have social media? So you go to your social media page and you look into the comments, and it's somebody in there who's never been there. And it just so happens you got some bread, you got money. You got a lot of money, and you're going through a divorce. He didn't see that. How could he not see that, man? How could he not? Any fool can see that, man. Man, you got used. And you can't cry, man. If you tricking, if you simping, you can't cry. You can't cry about if you got caught. You can't cry. Hey, man, do me a favor, man. Hit the like. Hit the like, man. Hit the like. You can't cry if you get caught simping. And that's what we're at now. A lot of guys are like kids. They wanna simp and then feel like the woman is obligated to participate in a relationship because you've been simping. Not well, first of all, let me tell you something. You might as well go ahead and learn that lesson. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen, man. And you can make a case that it's worse now than it's ever been before. That's not gonna happen. You could go out here on the highway and as you pass and you see two cars hit, and you could pull off to the side, and you could go in here and brave flames and pull the women out. Boom, pull them out. You saved them. You get on the news and all of that TV, your hands are wrapped up in bed. That don't mean they're gonna date you, man. I mean, yeah, you did a good thing, man. You did one, but I'm saying it don't transfer into, okay, that don't work there. That's why the money don't work that way. That's what guys don't get. You got to understand it just don't work that way. It don't transfer in to attraction. That's not attraction. Attraction is attraction. You can be an absolute jerk and a woman can be attracted to you because she's attracted to you. It's an instinctive thing. She just finds you attractive. You could be a hero. She's just not attracted to you. She's just not attracted. And that tends to work more on the white side of the fence, especially in the black side. On the black side, it's almost 90% attraction. 99%, it's real attraction is a big deal there. So when you start talking about the foreign women and stuff like that, they'll deal with a man that, quote unquote, they're not attracted to. They'll deal with that man being unattracted to that man for the protection and all of that. They'll deal with him. Oh, that guy, I don't know how old that guy is. He fell for it though. If a woman if a guy's in his ego, if a guy's full of his ego and a woman compliments him, a woman goes up to him and whispers, encouragement to him and says little things to him. If he's in his ego, he's going to believe her. He's going to believe. He's going to believe her. And in the process, he's going to get used. And there's a group of men who will always be on the bottom. It's as simple as that. There's a group of men, they're always going to be at the bottom rung of the dating tree. There's going to be the simps who don't try and the simps who buy. They're never going to elevate. They're never going to become. They're always going to be on the bottom of the dating ladder. It's too easy to replace those individuals. You got to be irreplaceable, man. You got to be unique and distinctive. Whatever you are, that's what you're meant to be. Your uniqueness is your value. Okay, you come on these YouTubes, they'll tell these dudes. Let me tell you, half these dudes will tell you anything to get a Cash App, to get a Patreon subscription, to join that fucking membership. They'll say anything. Don't you get it? They'll say anything. And then, is that your experience though in your life? Does it work out like that for you? And I'm telling you, this dude, man, come on, man, Porsha Stewart, and she 45. I seen her. She got a nice. If you into butts instead, she got a big one, and she got a small one. And she in makeup. She's if you like your dark skinned sister, if you like them, but my thing is, I saw her. She was sitting right there. I talked to her 2 seconds, but yeah, you're talking about rude, but yeah, 2 seconds. Anyhow, I saw what she was doing, and then a couple of football players. I don't know. You gotta go talk to her. A couple football players showed up. Yeah, I mean, she was sitting there. Wasn't no men over there. A couple of guys went over there, just said hello. I went over there. She sort of cut her eyes a little bit. I said, okay. And I kept on walking. And then next thing you know, my eyes lit up, and here come these football players, and they announced these were some Commanders. A couple of NFL football players from the Washington Commanders. They came and they sat with her, and that was her party. There was a couple other women. It might have been some. I just didn't recognize them. It was about a party of about 7. 2 guys, 5 women. And they had their fun, man. But you would be a fool to think, okay, she's going to crawl into my DMs and whisper poison in my ear and then proceed to take me to bankruptcy court. That's, man. But then you're a fool to believe that. You're a fool to even think that something like that could happen. We live in the real world, man. We don't live in a fantasy land. A lot of these dudes, they got to break bread. I know. But they got to accept that if they're going to spend money, they ain't got no woman. I don't care how much money you spend. This whole Valentine's Day, you can spend money on Valentine's Day. But I'm telling you, man, if you ain't, you got a shot. If you're the only woman, you're the only man. If you're the only man that's sending her gifts, you got a shot. Maybe your gift giving will break through. Maybe that'll crack the ice. If you're the only man that's giving. But if it's a collection of men sending and gifting, she only wants what her main man is giving her. And they make so much money. All those candies are going to be flung out. Teddy bears, balloons. And it also goes down to respecting yourself. Why would you give somebody something like that? What has that person earned from you to be granting them gifts? Why should you give them gifts? She got a bunch of dudes. Why give her any gift? You can make a case why even deal with it, but I'm just saying she got a bunch of dudes. Like the stream, man. Come on. Hit the like. He thought his money could overcome his own lack as a man, his inability to be a full invested man in this world. He thought his money could rescue him. He thought his money would provide him the American woman. He's a Nigerian dude. He's big, thick American woman that, for whatever reasons, he probably just found out who she was. And he found out, no. Mama didn't pick up. What'd that tell you? Mom in on it. They got married. He met the fam. All of a sudden, he called. She don't pick up. He called the mom. She don't pick up. He played himself, man. And that's a dude who doesn't respect himself, though. If you're an accomplished man, if you're a dude out here, you done worked your ass off, you done achieved, and you go out here and give women $2 million worth of gifts, and then wonder when they leave you, that you're a simp. You almost deserve that, man. You deserve that type of treatment. But guys are so lost and guys are so desperate, they'll believe anything. If you can tell them, hey, man, get you some money and you can get the women, they'll believe it. Because they want to believe it. Because they want to believe it. Will a woman eventually sleep with you? Depends on the woman. Sometimes it works, man. It's not the game I would use, but it works. Depends on the woman. Maybe she's got shrinking options. And your generosity, she just has said, okay, I need a guy like most of the guys who I deal with. And this is the truth for a lot of these women. Most of these guys don't give them nothing. Maybe a meal or two, a dinner. And she said, okay, this one guy I met, he's very generous. A few of them respond. A few will respond, but in the end, it's not worth it. When a man values himself, he's not gonna put himself in that dude, like that dude right there. To me, called him on. He's not gonna do that. He's not gonna put himself. He's not gonna respond to a comment that's made on his Instagram. He may respond to smash, but he ain't gonna know you for 30 days. Let's get married. Like I said, I've been in the same. We was in the. We had an event. She was there. It was her and about 4 other women. It could have been a couple of those Real Housewives. Well, I don't know. I don't watch the show, so saw her. She got a nice body, and she was supposed to do something too. And anyhow, she was over there by herself, and a couple of guys, just went over. She seemed like she was real rude, and I went and sat down, and about 15 minutes later, these football players, they announced, oh, we got Washington Commanders in the house, right? 2 big football players. And they walked right in, went right up to her little booth, and they got let in, and they sat amongst the women. And that's pretty much all I saw. I had other stuff to do. I didn't see them the rest of the night. So I'm not surprised, man. She's cunning. She's more cunning than you think. And she's not the only one. There's plenty of women right now hitting these dudes up. And yeah, they say, okay, well, they're hitting these dudes up because these dudes got money. Okay. Well, then you know what you're talking about, Platinum. Money brings you women to use you. If you want to get used by women, then use your money. If you want to dangle money, if you want to dangle a bag, so that if you want to dangle that out there to get a woman, expect what this guy got. You're just going to get used, man. Simple as that. All of these guys, and we get on this YouTube, they tell these guys anything. He said, hey, Platt, I've been listening to your live on Charisma. I like how you broke it down. It was really clear for me how it is vital to be to a man's presence. Yeah, we try, man. We try to help over here, brother. Appreciate that, man. Look, reach down there and hit the like. That's why it's so fundamental as a man that you work on yourself. It's just fun. It's a major thing, because what you want to do, forget dudes. You want to be a charismatic dude. You want to be a charming dude. You want people on the other side to receive you well. Just simple as that. You want to be well received. If it takes really dressing nice, getting your stuff tailored, getting your conversation, whether you in America or out, fresh haircuts, clean, get your teeth together, get everything together. Get your beard together, put that coconut oil in there, let that coconut oil sit. You got to put it in there at night. Now, if you got roaches, you probably don't want to do this one. If you got roaches in the crib, you got roaches in your house, you don't want to pack your beard with coconut oil, because you're going to have a beard full of roaches. And 1 or 2 of them going to get away. You can say, I'll comb them out. All right. And you're going to be at work. and a roach straight up gonna crawl out of your beard. And if you ain't lucky, he gonna crawl out of your beard into your mouth. And if you do streams, it probably happened doing a live. That's the big thing on the coconut oil, because you got to be careful with that. But it really makes your hair really, really soft. Really softens the beard hair. And I saw this, right? And this dude, he walked into it. he said, if you got roaches, then you got bigger problems. He said, your beard, the coarseness of your beard isn't your. You got a house full of roaches. You probably need to go get some Raid and not no coconut. I mean, back in the day, man, I went over this chick's house. Oh, man, we talking about a long time ago. She had 2 straight up rat traps. Like when you walked into the kitchen, you saw two of them big ones. You know what I'm saying? Them big giants. About damn near 12 inches long, about 2 inches thick, with that big, that spring that'll take your finger off, that pow. When it pops so loud, man, the whole trap just do circles. She had 2 of them giants, man. I looked down, I was like, damn. Like it's some big, rats up in here. Yeah, that was a turnoff too, man. You got to put your traps away, man. Put your rat traps. If you got an infection, an infestation, make sure they don't see all this stuff. Raid cans, Black Flag, bottles and bottles, rat traps and mice traps, and inside the toilet, right off in the corner is a mice trap. Don't go. You gotta go and you gotta undo it, man. Get a stick or something, get a straw, set off them traps, set them somewhere, set them off to the cut, man. Don't let people see that. Especially, and if you're a man, especially. And no, well, if you walk into it, he said there's more opportunity for women to use you. If you walk into it, I agree. If you walk into it, if you sit back, if you say, I got to get this, first of all, as a man, you should never do that. You should never have an attitude that you got to have this woman. And too many guys, that's what especially these guys got some money. And these guys are thirsty. And this goes back to, I'm going to try to get what I never had. So this dude is getting a divorce. I don't know how many Black American women he's had in his life, but he's getting a divorce. Porsha Stewart, he wanted it. She outgamed him. She got a marriage out of it. She got a whirlwind romance in a marriage. Then she served his ass. And now she gets what, 40,000? What could you do for an extra 40,000 a month? I think at a $5 million up front, 40,000 for the rest of her life. What could you do with that? And she's back on the market, 45. She can probably get her. All she's ever dated is millionaires, so she'll probably find her. She'll find another one. She'll find her another man. Like the stream, man. Simp. Oh, another thing too. What is crying gonna do? What is crying over your problems gonna do? You gotta solve your problems, man. The quicker you solve them, the quicker you'll be over. And you do it for yourself. When you respect yourself, you protect yourself. When you looked at when you saw him giving up that money, he opened himself up. And another thing too, man, you got money like that, man. You're not using your brain. There's plenty of women out here, man. You don't need some woman that crawled into your DMs. You don't need a woman that's in your comment section talking about she feels sorry for you. You don't need that woman. I think it's alimony forever or something like that. Or maybe if she gets married again. I think she got $5 million up front, and he had to buy himself out of the divorce. So $5 million up front, $40K, and he hadn't talked to her. He said since she filed, from the day she filed, he hadn't talked to her. She said she set him up to get the alimony. Well, he walked into it though. I mean, but he walked into it. Okay, one of you guys right now, you go out and you hit the lottery for $4 million. That ain't no, let's be for real. You want 400 million, but say you hit for 4 million, and you very comfortable living a middle class lifestyle. You're like, man, for me, I live comfortably. I'm still working, and I'm putting this in the bank, and I'm gonna be fine because I'm gonna manage it. It's $4 million. I'll be fine for the rest of my life. Well, then all of a sudden, women who didn't have the time of day for you, all of a sudden they become a little bit more attentive. All of a sudden, they're hitting you up on the DM. All of a sudden, they're sending you photos, unrequested photos. All of a sudden, they're so happy for you. So what I'm saying is, then boom, from there, you start trying to get something you never had because you got the money. And yeah, they're going to get their share of your money. Simple as that. They're going to take a big piece of your money with them. And what's crazy is this guy think it wasn't like that. When this guy said that she targeted him, well, yeah, you got targeted, bro. Housewives of Atlanta, they know how to spot a simp, man. They know exactly how to spot a simp. They know these dudes is thirsty. Rich dudes fresh out of a divorce. Probably got a list. The housewives of Atlanta probably have a clipboard. They have a highlighter. And they probably got 4 to 5 pages of rich men who are currently going through a divorce, and they are doing cold calls and hitting up the comment section and leaving information. They probably got a script. I feel sorry for you and all of something like that. It's well put together. And they copy and they paste it. They pasting all these guys, these rich dudes, comments and DMs and rich dudes, and then boom, they get one. One's interested. They set him up. They marry him, then they take him to court. They marry him, they understand it's got a period of time. In the meantime, they also get the wedding of their dream. You know what I'm saying? That's the wedding where they, you get invited and you can't believe look at this wedding. They get the wedding of their dream. And this guy jumped into the deep side of the pool head first with money, leading with his wallet. I'm going to lead with my wallet. I'm going to lead with my wallet. He jumped head first into the deep side of the pool. And he's wondering why it happened like that. A woman who hit you up in the DMs, that's come see me. No, hold on. That's what I'm saying. You go through your comment section and you see she's very attractive. You hit her back, say, hey, appreciate that. If you're, come see me. What's your relationship status? Oh, you're single too? I'd love to get to know you if that's okay. Okay, I'm in Atlanta. I'm in Houston. Well, unless you come to Atlanta, said, no, you hit me up. I'm saying in your mind, said, no, whenever you get a chance and you're in Houston, love to talk about it. Just like that. She show up 2 days, 3 days later, you talk to her. Oh, that's coming out of her pocket. I want to get married again. Well, that's too soon anyhow. This guy fresh out of a divorce. Meet someone in 30 days. He's talking about marrying them. That's just not smart. That's just not a smart man. And see, what's that thing they say? A fool in his money, right? A fool in his money. And he did it to himself, man. And I see the wedding. You can see the video. You see the wedding video. Like the string. A fool in his money. He says he has to pay her $40K per month for only 12 to 14 months. Okay. That ain't what I see over here on the Google. It's not saying something else. You got to put work in, man. If you want nice things, right? You got to work hard, right? That means you're going to miss a lot of stuff. You're going to miss a lot of Saturdays, a lot of Fridays. You're going to miss a lot. If you working out all the time, you watching what you eat, you're going to miss a lot of cupcakes. You're going to miss a lot of pizzas. You're going to miss a lot of things because you're focusing on the goal. Same thing in a relationship. You got to believe in fairy tales, okay? An eligible, beautiful woman just going to hit you up out of nowhere in the DMs. And that don't normally happen to you. It's the same thing with the mode one. I said, well, that's your thing. He said, no, any man can do it. I said, no, you can do it. That's your thing. I said, I know it don't work for me. I know I can't go mode one with women. You can though, because it works for you. It don't work for me. Right? Because I know me. I'm like, that ain't my style. Mode 1. Mode 1 on this side of the fence is a sexual harassment charge. Another one, Porsha Stewart, got bread, more money, made a fool out of this guy. And there's beliefs that there's beliefs she married him, had him sent back, deported, and during the deportation, she filed divorce. There was a phone call made to ICE. I'm in the presence of an illegal migrant. He was apprehended and shipped back. She went and took care of the case. Yeah, you didn't see the big thing about how he was illegal? Let me tell you something. You can't do that over here, man. All that walk over the border. You can't do that overseas, man. People think people think America is like all these other countries. It's not. You can't do that overseas, man. They real funny about who come across their borders. And guess who else is like that? Mexico. Mexico real big on legal status. He walked into this one though, man. I get what you're saying. Women are treacherous and they took advantage of him. But to some degree, he walked into this, man. He walked right into the middle of this. This is his fault. This is 100% his fault, all his fault. And he thought he was going to be enough to keep that woman happy. And you see how disposable he is? Like you flushed a turd down the toilet. She married him, deported him, and like flushing a turd, then took his bread. Like flushing the toilet, flushed him down a turd. That's how I go, man. It's dog eat dog, man. It's a dog eat dog world, bro. I drop my link, man. It's Saturday, man. Well, another thing StreamYard's done put up. Man, if you come in hot like that, if you come into a relationship with your wallet out, leading with your wallet, thirsty, you're probably gonna get taken advantage of. They probably gonna smell you and they're gonna take advantage of you. And that's any man. You coming in hot, you coming in mad, you got your money out. You buy your cars, you buy everything, and you and that's another thing too, man. You got dudes out here doing great by themselves. Then they get into a relationship, and all of a sudden, it affects their work. It affects their work. It affects their credit. Let me tell you what it also affects: their debt, their debit, their debt, their debt. Let me tell you something. You can have 3 credit cards. Now I'm talking about average dude, okay, not millionaires. All right. Say you're the average dude. Say you make about 65,000. 65 to 65 to 40. Within that range. You got 3 credit cards. One of the credit cards got a $15,000 limit. The other one's got like 8 and like 7. You keep your credit paid down. And you keep it for emergency. This is only for an emergency. If something bad happens to me, I'll then use this credit card. Well, you get in a relationship, the chick don't respect you. You get in a relationship, you're trying to lead with your wallet and beg her to stay. But then slowly she just started running up your credit. Why? If she don't have to pay it back. Oh, I think I'll buy these shoes. They go good with this outfit I got. Oh, I think I'll buy these shoes. They go good with this outfit I got. Oh, I'll buy this. This goes good with a dress. Hey, we need to go here. There's a wedding. You gotta buy all of that. So 300 for that, 200 for that, 15 for that. I gotta get a matching purse. So slowly. You ain't got no money. Like one of the cards at like 13.7. Next thing you know, you're working on the next card. And then you're a person who pay your bills, right? So now all of a sudden, you done missed the payment. All of a sudden, all of these things are happening to you, making things bad for you. Just because you want to get in a relationship. That's why you can't do the money thing, because they got to just want you, man. And then look, you want to treat them, okay, like I wouldn't do the thing. I wouldn't do the holiday. I mean, that's Valentine's Day shit. But what's up with you do business?
What's good with your plat?
What's up?
Shit, man. Not much. Just wanted to chime in right quick. Well, in this particular situation, I don't know if you're being all the way fair with this brother. I understand what you
Imagine
said.
me being unfair. Go ahead, do business.
Well, I'm not saying it all the way. I'm just saying, like, sometimes you got to hold not sometimes, all the time, you got to hold the women accountable as well. It's like, at least the dude did marry the chick. So, I mean, he was trying to do the right thing, and he got played. He said he got targeted, which that may be true. So, I mean, he had to learn all of that, before he got with this chick. I mean, yeah, when a man wants a woman, he's gonna, go after her, chase after her, seek after her, all of that. And they try their best to make the woman happy, but in reality, it's almost impossible to make a woman happy. So it's like, I can't really fault the brother for what he did. Cause dude come from another country, so yeah, a lot of Africans believe in family and all that kind of stuff. But somebody, it would have been nice if somebody could have gave him the game about American women on how they do hustle. You know what I'm saying, man, out of money. So it's like,
You don't think he knows women take men's money?
I'm not saying that he doesn't know, but
Yeah, if he's from Africa, you don't think women don't
oh, of
exploit men in
course,
Africa? Okay,
of course,
so he knows that.
especially over there.
Yeah.
But I mean, what I'm saying is that I wouldn't necessarily call him a simp because, like I said, he was trying to do the husband and wife thing like any other man wants to do. So he just got played, and he kind of got caught off guard. That's what I would say for this particular situation. He kind of got caught off guard. He thought the chick was down with him, and in reality, she wasn't. And now he got to pay, however much money he got to pay.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's talking to that white lady because he like, he didn't really think it was gonna happen to him. See, sometimes when people talk, you got to listen to him. Like he probably like, damn man, I ain't know I had to go through all this. Well, now you got to pay. So I mean, it's a lesson learned for him. But I mean, I wouldn't necessarily attack the brother. I'm not saying that's what you're doing. I'm just saying I wouldn't do it in this particular
Got
situation.
to because that was what would make anybody in their right mind think that woman had good intentions.
That's what I'm saying is like some dudes have to go through the process to learn that. You got to go through it. You see what I'm saying? Because it probably was good in the beginning. I don't know much about these two individuals, but I'm just, checking out your show. But I'm just saying, you ain't never gonna know until you deal with the woman. So you got to deal
But,
with her. You know
but
what I'm
he
saying?
married her. But he married her.
That's my point. He had good intentions. So I mean, how long were they together? Do you know that?
I think a month.
1 month?
Yeah.
You got to be joking.
Nope.
She, how did she get 5 million in 1 month?
Oh, they got married for a long time, but they got married pretty quick.
Oh, okay. So they got married in a month.
Yeah, right around a month, maybe 45 days.
That's what I'm saying. So how long were they together?
She
That's
she,
that's what.
she crawled into one of his messages on social media announcing his divorce, and they met, and within 45 days of that, they were engaged. I don't know how long it took them to get married, but
Hmm.
and then they got married, and he had an extravagant wedding for her. It was like a traditional wedding, and something happened, man. Where things just didn't work out, and some about she deported. She got his ass deported, and then she filed papers, and
Yeah.
he tried to contact, because that's his family, right?
Right.
So he tried to contact them, and they didn't pick up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I ain't even really trying to get into all of that, but I mean, at the end of the day, what I'm saying is that sometimes you ain't got to really, what I'm saying. I ain't saying that. That's what I ain't saying that's what you're doing, but sometimes it ain't really good to bash dudes for trying to be, stand up guys. Like I said, they got to learn the hard way.
Okay, that's what we're
There is
doing
no
right
other.
here. But that's the whole point. We got to let them know
Yeah, 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 yeah.
there's a
Respect,
downside.
respect,
Yeah. Look,
respect.
you're right. Do business. If I came on YouTube and I told dudes lead with your wallet, that's the best way to go. Right? That's popular and that's easy.
Hmm.
Right? But is that really productive? Because we know that's not productive. But yeah,
Yes.
that conversation, guys want to believe that. So people on YouTube mislead people. And then,
Hmm.
like you said, when there's criticism, guys don't want to hear the criticism because it's like this here. Well, if I got to give you money like that, and like be a man, you could be a man, take
Right.
on dates and romance and stuff like that. That's on you. But if I got to give you bread like that, you probably don't care about me. If I got to give you a wedding of your dreams,
That's true.
yeah, I'm not going to do that.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like I said, some guys don't. They just don't have it. Like some guys really can't. peep the game on some chick. So like I said, I ain't disagreeing with you at all. I'm talking about this particular situation with this dude. He seemed like a dude that was just trying to do the right thing and just got caught up. So, but yeah, I mean, if a chick is always begging you for money, talking about something you got to pay her, like most of us know, like man, you don't get this. Some dudes just don't have the heart to just tell a woman, Just get out of my face," or just drop the chick. They can't pick up on it. So that's what I'm taking from this dude. He was just one of those lover boy type dudes, you know, believing in the fantasy and all this kind of stuff. You know, probably wanted to have a couple of kids with the chick or something. You know, he was lost in the sauce before it even got started.
Yeah,
You
but
see what I'm saying?
he
Yeah,
should have never been.
that's not always the case, brother. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Not
What
always the case.
what's not always the case?
Some dudes ain't. They're not as straightforward as somebody like yourself or even myself. They just can't see what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? They can't peep the game, so they got to go through it to learn from it. So I guarantee you now he's going to be a little bit more careful. You know what I'm saying with his paper because I mean, of course, you know if you know if you working, you're going to continue to work. You know until you get to a point where you want to retire, like you know. So I'm sure he's still working during this time.
What made him think that this woman wanted him? What made him believe that?
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
you got
But
that. You
get
got
but getting together,
you got to start right there.
yeah,
That's ego. He wanted to believe that that woman was interested in him on something real when we know she was about to bag.
yeah,
He was
getting together. Yeah, go ahead. Go.
he was a mark,
Hmm.
and he got hustled. You know, nobody wants to hear that, but that's what happened. If you're a mark out here, if you're a lick, somebody gonna take advantage of you. And nobody caring about your feelings. Oh, you in love, what that's supposed to mean. They still gonna take advantage of you.
Yeah, I got you. No disagreements on that. That's what I'm saying. So it's like you know, I see the brother in the chat. He's saying learning at 60. Is the dude that old?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, like I said, unfortunately, I mean, the age really doesn't matter, man. In this particular city with this dude, because I'm saying it because if he was from America, then I would be like, yeah, my nigga, you tripping. But he from Africa, man. Like, dude probably don't even know no better,
I
man.
think he goes back and forth.
Yeah, you know, I don't know what he was thinking,
Okay,
especially messing with a love and hip hop chick. Like he was way out of his league.
yeah, I don't know. I think she's on Real Housewife. I don't know. I could find out, but
Yeah,
I think
whatever it is,
one of
them
those
shows.
like
Yeah,
basketball wives type shit. You know that stuff.
he must have really been infatuated with this chick. Like dude, like he really don't have it.
If Kelly Rowland hits you up tomorrow on your DMs on your socials, I mean, just say you go out like you normally do. You go into work, then you
Mhm.
put something on your Instagram, and like 5 minutes, and then you stop, and then you look down. Out of nowhere, it's the Destiny Child's Kelly Rowland,
Right,
and she's agreeing with everything you saying, and my dad drive and all of that, and you, um, a woman would be so happy to be with a guy like you.
right.
Do you believe that she's saying that, or do you say that's some BS?
Well, if you're talking to someone on Instagram, you don't take that serious anyway. You just have the conversation and keep it moving. You don't even take that serious. Like messing with Instagram chicks based on my experience of doing that, it ain't about nothing. So you don't even waste your time with that. If she has social media, nine times out of ten, she probably for the streets. You even got women that's married. They got social media and be liking what somebody may like their picture and they be like thank you. So they still out there. You see what I'm saying? So Yeah, I've talked to female actresses before on Instagram, but you just having a conversation with them, and it ain't even about nothing. I mean, if we do talk through the DMs, it's like what you trying to get me a role in a movie or something. I really appreciate that if you can do that. It'd
Look,
be strictly business if I'm doing it.
the way bread is like this here. If she likes you, she'll respond to the bread. If she don't like you, she'll respond to the bread, but it's not gonna be. It's gonna be like this situation where in the end you're gonna pay for it.
Hmm.
So you don't really have to give them anything. If she likes you, she's gonna come through whether you give her something or not.
Right.
Porsha, with her money, her past, she got a few dollars. He should have said, "Hey, fly up. Let's have dinner." They got plenty of money. Meet me in California.
Hmm.
Named the place. Said, "Listen, my assistant gonna contact you." Right? Boom. She'd book all of that home. Meet him there. He's millionaire. They're having fun, getting to know each other. She flies back on her own dime. This dude out the gate was leading with his wallet. He jumped into the dark, deep side of the pool, leading with his wallet.
Yeah.
He hit his head on the bottom. Yeah, that's how thirsty he was. So
Yeah. Extremely thirsty. Yeah. Yeah. That's bad, man. That's bad. You don't do that. You don't do that. That's very irresponsible on his part. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but only reason I'm, not going all the way in on because he's from another country. That's all I'm saying, man. I mean, that's the only thing that I can say.
I
He
don't
he
know.
just dumb.
He might be. I don't know. He might be from him. I think he got dual citizenship. I don't know. I don't know if he got dual citizenship, but I think he'd be here. I think he's in America a little bit.
Yeah,
But he
he may be
played
kind of
himself
slow.
to do business as a man. And if you want to hit up women in the DMs, you want to go on Tinder, you can do that, but don't break bread with them.
No, definitely not Tinder. Yeah, dating apps, man. If you trying to holler at women on dating apps, man, you got it bad, dog. You might as well just go out to some kind of establishment or something.
Mm-hmm.
You wasting your time, dog. Like you don't even know who you talking to, man. You better out talking to a chick on Instagram. At least you know who you talking to, and you can cam up with the chick. You can't even do none of that on Tinder. That's a waste of time.
Well, as a man, you got to compete with other men. You got to keep your money in your pocket
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stop trying to take an easy way like most of these dudes do. They want somebody to give them something. They want women to give them something that they haven't earned. And that's why Porsha is winning and this dude is whining. And yeah, do business. He should be criticized for being a simp, for trying to buy his way into a woman's life. He did that.
yeah, yeah. I got you, play. Yeah, it is what it is on that. I mean, I ain't knocking you for that. It's just sad though because he got to pay a large amount of money because dudes don't be understanding that when you got to do that, it takes a big lump, in your finances, man. So it's like now you got to work even harder. So I mean, you look at somebody like a Shaquille O'Neal, like and even when Michael Jordan went through his first divorce. Like now they got to make more money. You got to pay somebody $100 million.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever, Jeff Bezos, whoever. That's a lot, man. Shaq had to pay his wife, ex-wife 30 million. So now you got to invest in more companies. He probably wasn't even trying to do none of that. Now you got to work extra hard just to, you know, uh, gain your residuals back. You know what I'm saying, to get back to where you was at. So it's like, damn, man. So whether it's 5 million or anything over a million is a lot to pay some woman for some divorce or even child support and all that kind of stuff. It's like, damn, man. So I mean, damn, that's
But he,
bad, man.
but a guy needs to understand, man. Don't let women game on you, bro. Don't let a woman convince you she's interested in you, and
Hmm.
your ego make you believe that she's truly interested when she's really not. She's just using you. She's just gassing you up to get over on you.
Yeah,
Get a wedding, whatever. You gotta get out of your ego, man.
yeah. You definitely can't be stupid out here, dog. And like, and and some dudes be thinking that they untouchable. When they got certain amounts of money or popularity or whatever. You thinking that you ain't never gonna have to go up in that courtroom? Nah, bruh. They gonna get you up in there. You can say what you want to say.
Hmm.
You go up in there, they just want to know what you do. They count your finances. They're not gonna play with you up in there. So that's the thing that a lot of guys don't be taking serious, man. You should be going to court for like a traffic ticket or something, or anything. Besides marriage and alimony and all that, and child support and all that, man. You don't want to be going to court for that stuff, man. They gon' they're not gonna treat you, like you think you're gonna get treated. They don't care who you are. Talk crazy to you.
Yeah, yeah, you lose but you got to be a grown man. So I'm saying that just because somebody say, just because of okay, if I'm out and a woman come to me and say I'm this and I'm that, and I'm not supposed to just believe that, whisper poison in my ear
Hmm.
so she can get extract from my bank account.
Yeah, yeah,
And guys think that's cool. Look at this Valentine's Day. You go look, I saw Moneybag, he bought her $500,000 Rolls Royce. You know, okay. I don't even think she drive like that. But she gonna go in a Rolls. His girlfriend's not in the upper side. She doesn't hang out with the well-to-do upper crust people. She's going to these shows in the hood.
hmm
Yeah, the script club. That's where you take a Rolls Royce. You
yeah.
set, yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You set a Rolls Royce down at the Giant, at the Shake. So that's what I'm saying. These dudes walk into this stuff, and these women do have power over these dudes. But I'm telling you, that simping gonna come back on you.
yeah,
Well,
that's crazy,
what
man.
if you got the money? Okay, you how many dudes running around YouTube bragging up they high value men and they got money, but they done got played by a woman.
That's what I'm saying.
Kevin was divorced, I think, twice or at least once. So all that money stuff, that's just talk, man.
Yeah, you gonna pay for it because, like you said, that's a lot, man. What you buying a ticket like? Dudes be doing that, man, and sometimes dudes be doing it for women that may not even be their wife. You buying her a car just to show her that you like her or whatever the fuck. Like it just it's stupid to do anyway. You're gonna $500,000 to show this chick that you the man or whatever. Like it doesn't make any sense, man. You don't appreciate the money that you. So now he's gonna have to work extra harder to gain that 500 grand back, or if he spent it like that, he probably already got it back. Whatever the situation is, doing stuff like that is just stupid, man. But
Well, they doing it for the gram, man. I'm just saying this is a flexathon now. That's what all of this dating is become. What you know. So, but in the end, if you got to do that, there's something else going on in the relationship. We like to pretend that things have changed. They ain't changed that much. You don't have to buy a woman a $500,000 car. You got to do all this extra stuff. I've seen her, man. She's short. She's squat. Ain't nothing, man, you know. She stands out in a club. Yeah, she's real thick. Real thick, just a real short, thick chick. But says he had to give her the Rolls Royce to offset the cheating that had happened to her with the little baby guy. So he rewarded her for cheating on him. Like the stream, man. We got the join link posted, man. We got the join link posted, man. We'll take your thoughts. We'll take your conversation. What do you think, man? What do you think? You got Porsha Stewart. She hit a dude up on his comments. He went and checked her profile, hit her up in the DMs. They set it up. Let's get together. 45 days later, let's get engaged. They was together for 15 months, another 30, set it up, nice wedding. She played him, got his ass deported, filed papers on his ass. Now, I just saw her yesterday dancing on her Instagram. Her in a room full of girls. This dude, he been belly aching. He been whining and belly aching about that divorce. Because when they filed it, they deported his ass, then filed divorce. And he had no one to respond to. He called the mom, nobody picked up. He called the mom, nobody picked up. He called her, nobody picked up. They just basically used him for his money, man. Flushed him down the toilet like a turd, an old turd.
Yeah, man. But I mean, you're right, Platon. Like I said, there's no disagreements over here. It's gonna continue to happen though, man. That's how could you be so irresponsible with large amounts of money? Because once you spend it or give it to someone, you're not getting it back. So it's like dudes be on some other. I don't get it, but that's the game that a lot of women play, man. They definitely know how to use people and manipulate, man. That's
And niggas fall for it, though.
yep.
And if you fall for it, don't do business, you got to look in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
If a woman can whisper poison in your ear, and you out here talking about getting married, and next thing you know, you're getting a divorce, that's your fault. You can't just put that on that woman.
Yeah. I need somebody that they got so many games that be running on people, you know. I be seeing a whole lot of crap, man, you know, and I just disregard it, you know. The man's supposed to pay all my bills and all this kind of shit. Yeah. It's just laughable, some of the stuff that women be saying in it.
But that ain't just women, though. It's a lot. To be honest with you, there's a lot of people out here who think that they have a right to keep all of their money,
Yeah.
but use your money. It could, we talking about relationships, right? It could be a family member.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say, hey, I need to crash out for a couple of months. And then you say, okay, because you know, all right. Time for mortgage, they got nothing. Turn out they're working though. Then if you really start looking at them, they make more money than you do. And you say, why are you here? They don't care. They like, I'm trying to buy this car. I want to save up some money. I want to buy this new Mercedes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I said I'll come over here for a couple of months. And it's like, well, just eat off of me? Yeah. Yeah. So it ain't, I'm saying we put it on women, but people do that to people, man. That attitude is out there.
Yeah. I was trying not to laugh, but I hope ain't nobody talking to nobody like that. That's crazy, man.
That people do that, man. People do that to each other all the time, man. And when you start talking about, like he said, her mom, you don't know. A lot of times you marry women now, it's a package deal. The mom got to come too. And you can forget your money gone then. If you make less than 100,000 and you move two people into your money gone. You don't have any money. You're gonna be walking around with $20 in your pocket, depressed,
Yeah.
unhappy, mad. You're gonna be mad, man, because you're gonna say, I'm supposed to be happy. I got my dream woman. But you're not gonna like that, man, going to that house.
Yeah, we got somebody else on the panel.
What's up with y'all? What's up, D
Oh,
Bill?
yeah, what's good? K-Rex, what's good, man?
What's going on, man? Man. It's always something. It's a new lesson every single day, yo. It's a new lesson. I don't know how these niggas. I don't know when these niggas gonna learn, bro. I don't know when these niggas gonna learn. Wait, so, cause I don't know the whole story, Plat. So can you get like a quick rundown? Cause I heard about it, but I ain't really like look too deep on that shit. I seen something about it.
We'll play it. Hold up, we'll play him again. There you go. Fair use, fair use. Here we go.
Do you regret marrying her?
Absolutely. I said to her in one of my text messages to her, because she didn't respond because I kept asking, why did you file for a divorce? And she wouldn't say anything. I tried to reach her mom. Her mom would not respond either. I later figured out this felt like a coup. You know, I don't know if you're familiar with. I'm familiar. I say it because I'm from Nigeria, and that we were ruled at one point by the military, and so every so often when you want to change leadership, the president, you stage a coup.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. I was totally blindsided. I was no member of her family, whether on the mother's side or on the father's side, reached out to me. And the only person I actually reached out to was her mom, and she didn't respond. And so I essentially sent her a text message. I said this was a $5 million rehab project that I took on. She never shared her concerns or issues with me before filing for divorce. If you're married, I've been married quite a bit. I think I understand a little bit about the dynamics of. I should understand a little bit about the dynamics of a relationship. You discuss issues and say, "Hey, if this does not change or something does not happen, this is what might come of it."
Mm-hmm.
We never had those discussions, and I'm happy to share with you text messages where I was essentially blindsided by the divorce filing.
I was actually going to ask you if this was something that you saw coming, if conversations had been had prior. What do you think what do you think Portia's reason was to file for divorce?
I think I was targeted.
In what
Uh,
way?
I was targeted from day one for financial reasons. When I filed for divorce from my previous, ex-wife, she was in my DM praying for me, and I think I was in a vulnerable position at that time, and I entertained it, and so it just kind of snowballed from there.
Mhm.
Getting engaged in 30 days. I mean, who does that? I was out of my 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 goddamn mind to have done that. And of course, I'm paying dearly for it.
Don't work that way. He
Yeah,
did it. Hold on.
that nigga,
He
man.
wanted that. No, he wanted that. You look at him. Big, thick sisterhood right here. He wanted that. Look at him. He squares into his granddaddy's, war suit and then walked out there for the funeral. I mean, for the wedding. And he wanted that, man. That's what I'm saying. You guys gonna be weak, man. You're gonna pay. He wanted
But,
that.
but hold on,
He
but
wanted that. He wanted that. He wanted that.
I know, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. The brother said he was vulnerable. You see what I'm saying? He said it himself. Like, to get married in 30 days. It's like that's not normal. So it's like, yeah, it's just a lesson learned from for him.
It's a lesson. All right, it's a lesson learned. But this nigga is like borderline stupid, bro.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah,
can't, like, bro. When is niggas? And I'm being so 100 when I say this, bro. When is niggas gonna actually use their brain, bro, and really figure this shit out? Like it's like you would think a lot of niggas would know the game by now. I mean, and a lot of niggas do, but a lot of niggas also don't. So niggas like this, bro. You telling me? And then this nigga just answered his own question. You feel me? This nigga said she from day one, nigga. She plotted on him for financial reasons. It's no it's like, and then she in Atlanta. She well, that's a whole nother topic, but them Atlanta hoes, they ain't shit neither. But
yeah. Trust me, I know. Yeah,
they ain't shit, none of them,
worth
bro. Like
nothing.
Porsha, she from ATL, so that shit, that's just go to show you, bro. But nah, this nigga, he did, the nigga was thirsty, bro. That's all, bro. When is niggas going, like, niggas be desperate, bro. Like the way I carry myself, I don't need no, I can do everything I want by myself, bro. I don't, like, niggas be too desperate, bro. That shit gotta go, like, for real.
Yeah,
And
they
see,
just yeah.
no, and the thing, do business. When you look at this picture right here, right?
Mhm.
These dudes act like they on the top of the world, right? And you can't do that, man. Maybe she's too much for you. And I've seen her, I've seen her in person. Now, look, I'm gonna be for real. I'm a regular dude, man. I'm a regular dude. I said hello to her. I ain't trying to. There was dudes up there who was hugging her and stuff like that, all in her face. Um, Not my thing. And then these football players came in, and sure enough, where they go, they went right to her table, like they were in communication, And they sat down with like 5 women over there, 2 of them, and she was talking with them, and not my thing though. No, I'm saying if they like, but this dude, like, he looked like he ain't never. This dude, like, this the first time he tasted some ice cream or some shit. He ain't.
Shit.
No, this nigga ain't used to nothing. And that's how she was able to seduce him into making all those stupid mistakes. And then he got married and it went nowhere. And now she got his money and she
Yeah.
right out there right now. They said she's gonna do, somebody said she dating a woman now. Perhaps she is. I don't know. She
Oh
back out
man,
there. She ain't thinking about him.
Oh
told
shit.
I
If she
told
would
y'all
have,
about them chicks. Yeah,
if she would a woman, damn, that's damn.
yeah.
I
They
don't even know what to say about that
K
shit. That
Rice.
shit
I'm
crazy.
I'm telling you, man. These females, there's so many of them, and they be freaking on each other all the time, dog.
Nah, I know, bro. I know that in my opinion, nigga, every female borderline gay, bro. Like even if they want to act like it, bro, females be doing some crazy shit, bro.
Yeah,
And
they
they
all
say
over the
they not
place.
gay, but yeah, bro. But that nigga just, honestly, I can't feel bad for the nigga. That's what he get, bro. That's what he get. You gotta know who you marry. You gotta know who you dealing with, bro. That's common sense. Am I tripping? It's like
Nah,
that's common sense, bro. This nigga, I don't get that shit, bro, and I never will. Like, I know, like, I get it from, like, niggas just be trying to, niggas be lonely, niggas be desperate. But nigga, as a man, you gotta grow, bro. You can't. Women are not. You don't need a woman, bro. Like, you do, but You don't need them. If you get what I mean, like that. This nigga, and mind you, this nigga is got paper, bro. If you got paper, nigga, you definitely gotta be careful. Like, especially if you at a certain level, you on a certain tax bracket and shit like that. You gotta be careful with these women, bro. Niggas be thinking it's a joke till that shit happen to them.
He played himself, brother.
Yep.
And
Yep.
and there's no excuses to make. You know, you got to know where you fit, man.
For real.
You got to know where you fit. A lot of guys think they can deal with these women, and these women really out their league. Or the only reason these women even dealing with these niggas because they're giving them some bread. And hey, man, that's the way it go, man. If you got to date a chick who work at Mapco behind the counter, then that's where you fit, man. Y'all cool, y'all hang out, y'all cool. She don't ever ask you to, you don't have to really do nothing for her like that. Maybe that's your lane. But you out here getting juiced and all of that, man. That ain't your lane, man. You out here getting robbed by these. You getting used and robbed.
The shit, basically, like the nigga just got robbed. Hey, you right, Platt. That nigga just got robbed in broad daylight. That's basically what just happened.
You got to be a man, K-Rax. You can't let these women gas your head up. She whisper a little poison in your ear. All of a sudden, you red pill, and she whisper a little poison in your ear. You done turn blue pill. You're a simp now.
That shit crazy. I can't imagine that shit. Niggas. That's one thing I always say, bro. When it come to dealing with women, I'ma always stand my ground no matter what. I ain't all that niggas getting. That's why that marriage shit, niggas can have fun with that, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that shit is just a trap. Like unless y'all really got a connection, like some relationships, like all right, this for example, like what we looking at, like that shit should have been obvious from the jump. You feel me? Like I could like you like that shit. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it, bro. Niggas gotta be more aware.
Look,
Like
no. I saw this dude, man, up in the club, right? And that's some real nigga shit. Dude went over to the table, right? He has nice clothes on and stuff.
Yeah.
He leaned down, pretty chick. He leaned down, and she was talking to somebody. You could tell she didn't want to talk to him, so he got into her ear. And I don't know what that nigga said, but I know some kind of way he stuck his tongue in her ear. So she lost it, man. She said, "Motherfucker, what's wrong with you?" She went to hit him upside the head with the glass, and nigga just went in. He just mowed that. He's like, He just took her down. I said, damn, he cleaned that whole booth out. And they threw him outside the club and all that. I said, man, I ain't never seen nobody just go in there instead of, hey, you put your tongue in her ear, you know you wrong. Get kicked out or whatever, or let her get up let her get upset. I mean, come on, what you did. Man, that nigga's like, fuck it. I ain't gonna I'm gonna strike the first blow. Cause that nigga was in and out. Man, some of these niggas, the way they think, man, that nigga just leaned into that shit, man, before she could really get him, and just took that woman down, took two of her friends down. They jumped him in the booth. They went in there, cleaned him out. They dragged him out of there, threw him out. And the nigga was still hanging outside the parking lot when the club closed.
That's crazy as hell. That nigga was still outside. Yo, nah.
The nigga had like a rip in his jacket.
Nah, this nigga, bro, he sound goofy as hell.
Nah, that's real niggas. That's niggas, man.
Nah, I get it.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, with this situation, man, that's all it was, man. He's just chasing after, social media, Instagram, whatever, TV thoughts, Instead of, like you said, he could have got him a woman from his own country or something, you know what I'm saying? That probably really appreciate the dude or something, like just out of his league, like you said, Platinum. He's out of his league, don't know what you're doing, not understanding that, you're dealing with someone that got devilish tactics. It's going to continue to happen, man, unfortunately, because, dudes is thirsty.
That's all it is, do business. That's all it is. Like, if this nigga really took some time, put all of the horny shit to the side. When he first met her, bro, this nigga should have knew off rip. He should have knew off rip. He should have knew that, like, you felt she wasn't going to be the niggas. Gotta know who they companions is, bro. Not it ain't
Mm-hmm.
about it ain't just about like how shorty look. Like we like all right, like back to the Linnell stream. Like I ain't even trying to talk about that shit, but niggas sometimes niggas do need to settle for some shit that's more about companionship than just how shorty look. Like you feel me? Like
Yeah.
that shit is so irrelevant when it comes to actually dealing. Like you get you a woman that really know her shit, bro. That really know what's up. Like that's witty, that's smart, that know how to have certain conversations. That's obviously not with you just for bread, nigga. Like that's what I'm saying. Like niggas be having, I don't know what be wrong with niggas, bro. Like I don't.
Well, a lot of times dudes be flexing too much. They talk a little bit too
But
much.
they be insecure on the inside too, nigga. That should be crazy. Like you can't be no insecure cause y'all all right, y'all ever met a nigga and like it's all right, let's say like niggas at a gathering or something and
Mm,
they got his girl or his wife with him, and he like
yeah.
all hugged up on her, trying like just you feel me? Because you know that's other niggas probably looking and shit. Like you know what I mean? Like they just be extra as hell, start grabbing and kissing on it so other niggas won't. Like niggas like that, I hate niggas like that, bro.
Yeah, it's that's just yeah, you got some dudes that's very touchy feely like that. You know what I'm saying? Very
Like
protective of their woman and all that. Yeah.
I get that. Like, okay, if you doing it and you not, I'm talking about the like niggas who only do that shit because they, because of other niggas, basically. You get what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I know what you mean.
yeah,
And even with that, K Rax is like, I ain't trying to do all of that in public. So I mean, I agree with you. Like that's a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? You know, you shouldn't have to do all of that to let other dudes know that that's your woman. But like I said, with this dude, man, he was flexing too much, man. Flexing too much. You don't always have to let everyone know what you do for a living. Like I was gonna say something to y'all, like if you chopping it up with a chick face to face, she start asking you what you do for a living. That's the end of the conversation. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just go ahead and fade away from you. You know, have a good day. You know, it was nice chopping it up with you or whatever. As soon as they start trying to get all up in your business, you just go and cut her loose, man. Because she asking you what you do for a living, so she can see how much she can subtract from it. So, the game is the game with these women. Because most women that's really trying to get to know you, they don't care nothing about none of that.
real shit, real shit.
They don't care
And
nothing about. They're gonna find out anyway, but that shouldn't be the first thing that she talk about. What you do for a living? What you driving? What? I'm gonna
that
holler at you. I'm
I
gonna
cut
holler.
that shit dead, bro. Like, don't
Yeah.
we can't have an actual like it. Yeah, you right, do business. You right, do business because that should be blowing me sometimes because it's other things that have conversations about you trying to figure out what I'm doing, like all the different ways I make income and shit. Like, but off the rip though, not like and like that shit. I don't know, bro. Cause you could tell when they just so they could look for a financially stable nigga, bro, and not like the connection. You get what I mean? That's why I
Yeah.
don't niggas be getting it confused. Like niggas don't be knowing the signs to look out for. Like that shit
Yeah, man. I'm not helping you take care of your kids. I'm not doing none of that. Like, you
for
know,
real,
have a nice day.
for real, bro.
That's just the thing, though. It's a lot of this is the crazy part. There are a lot of women that you can just smash, man.
Yeah.
You can tell them up front,
But
say, look, I got my own kids, or I don't want any kids. Um,
That's right.
them your kids, and you know, and they cool with that. They be like, no, you ain't gotta worry about it, you ain't gotta do nothing. I'm gonna take care of my kids. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. There are a lot of women like that. That's when a woman wants you. With all of this, well, why don't you take him here? Or he trying to do this. Why don't you take him to the AA, whatever that thing, but the basketball thing? Why don't you take him out there? Why don't you do this? Well, you know, and that's somebody just using you, man. That's somebody just using you. You get a one night stand. You wake up. She tell you she got to run to the store. You in the house. Your car's outside. You in the house with her 3 kids. Say one of the kids is 12 or 13. The rest of them are younger than that. And she said she finna go to the store. And next thing you know, his girl, the girl come in and say, I'm talking to mommy now. And you like looking at her saying, okay, was she at the store? No. And then she hang up. She's in Nashville. You like, what? you like, wait a minute, can I just leave? Can I just leave here? Because I don't want to be, go to jail myself because they're minors. They're not mine, but can I just walk out? Because I want to make sure they straight, right? And nah, man, that little girl tell you on the phone. She said she'll be back Sunday. And and it's like, what do you want me, like, that's what I'm saying. So you're in the middle of that, you're like, what the fuck? Do you want to deal with a woman like that? Do you want to deal with that type of woman? And you can say, hey, you left your kids with me. And let me just tell you the truth about the Black community. That stuff, all of that Epstein stuff, that stuff don't fly in the Black community. And just even bringing it up will make them wonder about you, that you even suggested that. What do you mean? Well, you left me here with your kids. And that's what she's going to say. And what? What about it? So they don't do that. So, and they've done that to other men. Now, should they do it? No. All right. I'm just trying to make a point that they'll do that stuff and they ain't thinking about that, and they, and you're like, I got, hey, look, let me talk to her. She won't talk to you. Because you're trying to tell her, hey, I'm finna get out of here. I can't stay. I got to go back to work. You need to call your cousin, call somebody else to come over here with these kids.
You need to be calling DHR on this motherfucker.
But see, most people don't even think that. Say, I'm going to call CPS. They don't think like that. They think, okay, what's going on? So I don't even know. I have to talk to a lawyer about that. If you leave, are you responsible in any kind of way?
Well, do you live there? Does the guy live there?
Mm-mm.
Oh, nah, then you're not responsible. Nah.
One night stand.
If you don't live there, no.
You're the only adult in that house.
Well, I mean, yeah, you definitely
Damn, I ain't never thought about that.
I mean, you can call the cops, you know what I'm saying, and to see what they say.
Probably your best bet.
Yeah.
But you're not responsible for them kids.
I'll tell you what you can't do. You can't just leave them. I bet you if you leave them and they do some hurt themselves, like I'm talking about, you're on a video camera, the security leaving the house, I bet you they get your ass.
But see, you could probably get out of that in court though. Like if you explain.
I doubt it. Nope.
If you got a good lawyer, nigga, and they got the real.
No, they're gonna say you that was irresponsible of you to leave minor kids at home by themselves. They don't care what the mom did. We'll deal with the mom, but you still did it.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm knocking on the next door neighbor's door.
Yo, real shit.
I'm talking about, I don't care, especially if you live in an apartment complex. I'm banging on doors. Hey, I need some help. Y'all know this motherfucker? Y'all know this chick that stay here? Yeah, you're gonna have to do some thinking or something. Because I got to go. I got to get
out. I need help. Yo, for real. I ain't playing that shit. You ain't finna just leave out, not say shit, and then you out and about. And I'm sitting here.
See, the thing about women like that, even though, y'all smash one night stand, they almost, and I'm not saying they're 100% correct, they can tell the type of men who's gonna get upset, but stay there and make sure them kids straight. I'm talking about the type that's gonna make sure the food's straight, go to work, come back, say, y'all okay? Anybody need anything? Pissed off, saying, what the fuck am I doing? If the type of guy who would just get the fuck on, they probably wouldn't do it with him. Now, I'm saying, I didn't say it's 100%. I'm just saying, I'm saying it happened to a lot of dudes.
Well, I mean, I understand what you're saying, Platt, but like I said, if it's just somebody you're kicking it with and you don't live there, yeah, you're gonna have to, take some drastic measures on that, man. Because I mean, even if the kids know you a little bit, you're still not their father. So it's not like they're gonna be,
But you
respecting
don't know,
you like that. So you're
you
gonna have
don't
to
know,
do something to get up
you
out
don't,
of there.
you don't know how many dudes she's done it to, though.
That's what I'm saying. And so it's like, if you got to go, you got to go. Because you don't want to lose your job or whatever it is that you got to do.
But you can't leave the kids. Okay, no,
But you're
you
gonna
know,
have to look that up. I'm gonna have to
it,
look that up because
it's closed
I'm
circuit.
leaving.
They're gonna have closed circuit. If they see you exit that place and something, one of them say they jump on the cat, say that they jumping on that car themselves cooking or
Mhm.
trying to do something and they harm themselves, they're gonna look at the cameras, man. And they're gonna say, who is this guy right here leaving right now? We need to find out why he left those kids unassisted. Oh, I was just smashed. I just smashed. Okay, well then why didn't you call somebody? Why did you just
Yeah.
leave them back? You see what I'm saying? And you're like, well, I don't even know it like that.
Yeah, the responsible thing to do would be to call someone, but it's like that woman is gonna have to be held accountable for that. You're gonna have to make sure that definitely, I'm pressing charges. Uh, whatever I got to do, I'm finna go downtown and put some paperwork on her. She's gonna be held accountable for that. Ain't no woman finna leave me with her kid talking about some shit in, Jersey somewhere. The fuck you mean you in Jersey? Like, nah.
Just left you, man, because she trying to catch up with some nigga or some shit like that, her ex, and she can't find nobody anyhow. So she and a lot of them intentionally go out, find a man. This is deliberate. They find the quote unquote nice guy, smash, get up, tell the kid what they finna do. Kid fully, knows exactly what they're gonna do. Then they leave. And they have communication with the kid. They just don't talk to you. And then as a, you're the quote unquote nice guy, the beta male, they know you're gonna stay put. You're gonna be the de facto babysitter until she gets back. We were talking about Porsha Stewart. She went and got a bag. She got a bag off Kordell. She got a bag off him. She got a baby off another dude about 2 years ago. And she's gonna get married. That got canceled. She still got that baby and still getting that money. And she just got alimony off this cat. She went into his pockets, kicked him to the curb. She back single again. She 45. She got a new show. I think Bravo or something. She got another show just about her, not the wives, but this is just about her. More money. When I saw her, I saw NFL dudes. I'm saying this ain't something that you would see like these do, like this dude here. Nah, it was football players. Football players want to smash. They want to smash, and they like her, and she like them. And yeah, they just living their life, man. So guys got to stop dreaming, man, living in these fantasy worlds. A Porsha Stewart, and I'm not even, she 45, right? We shouldn't hit the wall. But a Porsha Stewart, man, come on. If she in your comments, she's not up to any good. You know she's not. And you let a woman gas your head up like that, you stupid, man. You just sit back and let a woman gas your head up.
That's what I'm saying, Platt. Like, niggas gotta start thinking, like, for real. Like, niggas really gotta use their brain, bro. Like, I could have told that, like, that nigga, and like I said, bro, like, that, you could just tell, bro, like, that shit. And then, like I said, them Atlanta hoes, like, they don't, I'm not picking up nothing from Atlanta, bro, or taking nothing serious or taking something serious with anything from Atlanta, bro. That shit is crazy. Like that, like the hoes out there, bro. Like, you ever been out Atlanta?
Yeah.
Man, them them hoes is something else. I ain't gonna lie. Them hoes is something else. But nah, that's not. It's certain places, bro. You just don't. If a woman tell you she from certain places, bro, it's just best to leave her alone. She
And
robbed that nigga.
if a woman has never complimented you on your appearance, your style, and all of a sudden, 8, 9, all of a sudden is taking an interest talking about how you this and you that, she gassing your head up. I don't understand what guys don't understand that.
For real. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But like niggas, cause I just had a conversation with one of my homies about this, bro. Like niggas know when niggas start getting money and you got them females that wasn't rocking with you before, but now that you at a certain level want to come around with you, bro. You notice that shit, bro. Like, but you can't let that shit gaslight you into okay, she like me now and shit don't be like that, bro. If she didn't rock with you back then, nigga, she not rocking with you now. That's some straight up shit. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, we do it too, K Rex. I mean, we make bad decisions on the women that we choose. It's crazy when you think about it because you be like, damn, I missed out on the good one. You know what I'm saying? Because you chasing after something that clearly don't want you, or something that's going, a chick that's going, make you go overboard just to get with her. I mean, yeah, I'm sure we all have done that before, and whether it happened last week or last year or whatever, it's just you be like, damn, and you probably never see that chick again either. So it's like, yeah, you know, us men, we have to make better decisions with the women that we choose.
Yeah,
Seriously.
yeah. I just hope, bro. Like, I really hope he learned from this situation, though. Like, that's all it's about now. Like, if the nigga learn, take what he learned and just try to move forward in life. That's all, bro. That's all it is now. Like, she I like, damn, bro. Porsha got his ass, man. Porsha got this, man.
Well, she got a lot of niggas.
Yeah,
She's the type of a lot of dudes, man.
hell yeah.
She's sort of ratchet too, though.
That's my whole point.
And let me ask y'all something right quick. Who is the chick that some chick, I don't know who she is, but I think she's pregnant by an NFL dude and an NBA dude. Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, and maybe
Damn.
she probably got three of them. I think. I don't know who this chick is, man, but she got two or three baby daddies, and all of them, play in the league somewhere.
That Drea Michelle chick as a
No, I don't think it's her. It may be the
You know,
dude,
yo,
DeJounte Murray and Stephon Diggs' brother. I think.
mm,
I think they got the same chick pregnant.
I gotta look up on that. I ain't hear about that shit.
Man, that's crazy,
I
bro.
got that is crazy, nigga. What by two different sports? You got pregnant by two different niggas that's playing. They both playing. They both in the sports league, bro. Two different
Yeah.
sports. That shit crazy. That shit crazy.
well, it's
Yeah,
dog eat dog out here, man. And if you're weak, you're going to lose. And yeah, you could come on to YouTube and get on a panel and complain about women, but that's not going to change anything. And um, this guy walked into this, man. He wanted to believe that this was a match made in heaven. He wanted to believe that this woman cared about him. Oh, I'm praying for you and your family. He wanted to believe that. And look at him now. And she's having. Have you seen? Go to her page. She got a Valentine's Day celebration up there. It was nothing but women up there. But this dude is whining. And in my opinion, he got what he deserved. I don't know what's there to complain about, man. You tried to buy a woman who didn't want your ass. Now you got to pay.
Like that's what I that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now, Platinum.
Niggas gotta know when they don't want them. Like I'm not dealing. Me personally, I'm not dealing with no chick that ain't. She don't really fuck with me, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. And then Plat, you be. That's why I be big on like not all that trick and shit niggas be doing. I'm not. I'm not on. I don't like that shit. What? I mean, if it works for them, that's cool. But me personally, all like you gotta use your mouthpiece, Plat. Like how you be saying, like you gotta have character as a man, bro. You can't you can't and you can't be weak. That's as simple as that. Like niggas gotta know how to move, bro. That shit sad. And then he up there in age too. Like how you know how old bro is? Plat,
I
you know.
don't know. 50, some 56, 57, maybe 60.
Yeah, this nigga.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm looking at her Instagram now. Like she got one of her posts. She got like she Angela Bassett and Waiting to Exhale burning up the dude clothes in the car. It's like her whole demeanor is just not good. And she got 7.6 million followers. It, it's
Yeah,
it's sad, man.
that nigga
You-
just
Yeah,
I don't even know what to say, bro, because this really a situation that could have been avoided, bro. I can't like that's why I said I can't even feel sorry. When do you say like okay, like this may she might not like me? Like when do you come to that point of realization, bro? Like that's why niggas want to live in this false reality, bro. That's what I think it really is. I think niggas just want to live in a false reality. Oh, she love me. She like niggas just be wanting to lie to themselves, bro. That's some I don't know.
mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. And this is what you get, man, when you come out here like that. We're trying to tell guys, man, you got to get out there and get you some game, man. You got to get you some game. Or can you win a woman like that over? Yeah, you can. But, you're going to have to really protect yourself for a long time before you can trust her. But now you don't hop in there. You don't marry this woman in less than 2 months of y'all meet. You don't do that.
Yeah, that shit is stupid. That shit is crazy.
yeah. It's kind of interesting, Platinum, because it's like you said, it's guys that be doing that on YouTube. It's like they say they're not down for the marriage thing, but then they brag about being tricks as if that's something to brag about. It's kind of crazy how dudes be. I guess they talk red pill or whatever they want to call it, but then still dogging the red pill stuff out or blue pill, whatever you want to call it. Some people are really all over the place. If that's what you do in your personal life, I think you should keep that to yourself. But to come on your channel and spreading that, like, it just don't make sense. It's like they say all men got to pay well. It's like, yeah, that may be true, but it's a way to do things. So you don't want to just be paying just to be paying. I mean, yeah, we all know you got to have money to do this and do that, but it's like ain't nothing cool about being a trick. I understand why dudes do it because I've done it before, but it's like
Mm-hmm.
that ain't nothing to be bragging about. But you got dudes that's bragging about it. Like, my nigga, you- what's wrong with you, man? Like, don't nobody want to pay no woman for no cunt, man.
Man, that's what I'm saying. Man, I'm gonna tell you some shit that like broke my heart, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. Cause I got a homie and this nigga I couldn't believe this shit came out his mouth, bro. This nigga, but oh, well, let me just say this. So this nigga gonna say it ain't tricking if you got it. And I was like, nigga, no, bro. Why? Like, mind you, I didn't knew this nigga for a minute, bro. And I'm like, hold up, pause, rewind. What you mean it ain't tricking if you got it, bro? I thought we was better than that. This nigga talk about, nah, man. If you got it, man, it ain't. I'm like, no, nigga. Like, put in some work, bro. You talking about tricking and shit. Like, okay, we all done had our moments. You feel me? Like a little tricking, like a little something. But I'm talking about niggas who really just do that shit. Like, nah, bro. Cause you just putting what you got out there. You feel me? Versus you actually making her rock with you for you, bro. Like, it's a difference, bro. It's two totally different ways of her looking at you, bro. Like, you coming at shorty with money versus you coming to her as an actual man, nigga, talking to her. You feel me? Really just being real, bro. Niggas and the niggas that brag about it, do business, them niggas be insecure too. Them niggas be insecure too. Like, some
Yeah,
of them
man.
be
Like,
insecure.
yeah, man. That ain't cool, man. That's when you are just desperate. You be like, you know what? Fuck it. Shit. That's when you. That's the mindset when dudes be out there tricking like they just be like, all right, I don't want to hear the chick mouth with it. All right, I give you a little something. I appreciate you for making me feel good, but that's not cool, man. And because you're gonna feel bad after you do it. It's like, yeah, okay, you got the box from this particular woman that you fantasize about, but you still ain't gonna feel good about it. It's like,
If, yeah,
yeah,
if she
go ahead.
wanted a relationship and it was a transactional relationship, so he's really got nothing to complain about.
Yeah,
You're only gonna get a piece of that woman when you're paying for it.
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
I'm saying transactional relationships will never be 100% real. Like, if it's just fully transact, like, that's why I said that connection shit is important. That's why I kind of like
Hmm.
that shit is important, bro. Like, there has to be some type of, she has to feel you, yo. Like, she has to really, you gotta make her actually like you, nigga. But niggas don't be trying to put in that work, bro. And it's not like it's the hardest. You just gotta work on it and be consistent, bro. Like, niggas in this trick and shit. Like, I
Yes, the dude in the chat box, he said, so if you locked up a fine woman, say she gonna drop that neck for 300, you gonna say no? Some dudes would, brother. Obviously, you wouldn't.
That's first of all, if she's just doing that,
this nigga
that
tripping talking about getting
that's
locked up. I
It's
ain't going
overpriced do business.
if she's just giving you head, what you paying her 300 for? You gonna do that? You still should get the box.
for
If
real.
she just doing giving you head, nigga, you done lost your mind now.
This nigga, I don't know what he talking about. This nigga,
Damn.
He's Vegas
Don't let her
price.
do you like that, man.
No, no, that's his thing though. I get where he going. He wanted to spend a little bread, but in
That's
the
too
end,
thirsty, platinum. I can't agree with that. That's
yeah.
sad, bro. Three
Nah,
no,
hundred
it ain't.
dollars for some head.
it's
Oh
levels
my
to
god.
I
that.
mean, I don't know what the price is for that, so I wouldn't know. So what I'm saying is, I don't know if that's too high or too low. It seems too high, but if that's his thing, that's what I'm saying. If this dude he buys box or whatever, um, hey man, that's you. Other dudes want more out the woman though. They want a little bit more.
Yeah, I see what he talking about too. He said this is broke ninja talk. Nah, ain't no broke stuff over here, dog. It's about being
Niggas
responsible with
always
your money.
go to that. Niggas always go to that, bro. Just cause
Nah,
a
dog.
nigga say, just cause a nigga say something bad about tricking, niggas want to say, oh, you broke, niggas broke. Cause, like, that's not the fucking case, bro. Niggas don't be thinking when
Yeah,
you
man.
when you have when you actually use your game, bro. Use your mouthpiece. Nigga, you as a character, bro, and you really get her to like you, nigga, bro. That's she gonna be totally different versus she just look at you as the nigga with money, bro. I'm telling you, nigga, when you get her to like you, bro, she going. I ain't trying to get into because we on YouTube. I ain't trying to get too much.
Mhm.
She gonna get wetter for you. She gonna smile at you more, nigga. She gonna really be into you, nigga. Versus you throwing bread, you getting her whatever. Like I said, she's looking at you as a nigga with pape, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Niggas don't be understanding that shit. Like when she like you, bro, you get a different version of her, nigga. Like niggas don't be getting that shit. That's what I be
And,
explaining. That ain't
and,
about being who got money and who don't. Like that's just the facts of it, bro.
and then K-Rax and Plat, like, I've shared that many times. Like, man, I don't even know how much money I done spent on these chicks, man. Like, just tricking and that. Like I
Mhm.
said, you don't never feel good about it because I can't get the paper back. And then all the time that you trick on the chick, sometimes they may not even show you a good time. She just wants the money from you. So it's like, I done wasted my time with this food. So even with that, you still got to have a connection with the woman. You can't just be tricking with anyone. You even
Mm.
when you tricking, you and that woman still got to have a connection. So yeah, you're gonna meet some women that you're gonna build up a connection with. She really gonna show you a good time, but at the end of the day, it still ain't nothing cool about it. So for him to say that, the dude in the chat room, like, dude, if you
But
want to trick, man, just trick. You ain't got to try to make other dudes feel bad because they don't trick or
that's
don't want to
the whole
trick. Like,
point.
that's just stupid.
That's
You know?
my whole point, bro. If you look, bro, what's this nigga name? Smooth operator. If you trick, bro, you trick. Like that's you, bro. But that you not getting what I'm saying. Cause this nigga said I don't need her to like me. I just need the box. But nigga, I'm trying to explain, bro. If you, I can't even. This nigga ain't gonna understand, bro. I ain't even gonna waste my time. But nah, that you.
I get it. I see him. He talking about he just need her. He don't want the woman that like. He just need the box. Dude, I'm trying to tell you, dudes like that. Unfortunately, dudes like that will get caught up in the game because they don't really know what they're doing. Like even tricking, you have to have experience, or you need to have skills just for tricking. So, with dudes like that, yeah, all right, you be going up with some of these chicks out to get your ass robbed.
That ass, bro.
Mhm.
That nigga, that shit.
Mhm.
You
Throw your
gotta,
ass out the house butt naked.
real
Probably.
nigga gonna learn. Nigga gonna learn.
Mhm.
Only say so much, bro. Like I said, nigga, you get a different version of her when she actually like you, nigga, versus you just a nigga with money. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. Like, and that
Well,
version is better than you just being a nigga with bread.
I got you, man. It's late night. I put the joint out there. We're gonna go ahead and shut this down. We've made our points. Um, if guys want to give them bread, give them bread. My thing is this: do what you want to do. If you want to do what this guy did, he got played. This is her third millionaire. Remember this. This is a black woman in America. This is her third millionaire. She's not running around here talking about she wants a man who makes 100,000. This is her third millionaire. She done juiced all of them, every bit of it. You just saw that Instagram do biz. She just squeezed every drop that she could out of them dudes. And that's how this game go, man. If you weak, it's gonna break you. It's not fair. It's never gonna be fair. Hit the like, man. Hit the like. And don't bite off more than you can chew. That woman better give a damn about you, brother. You can't be out here getting married to these chicks. Out here doing everything for these women. Think, okay, I'm gonna pay your bills. I'm gonna protect you. I'm gonna put you back through school. I'm gonna get you, do all of this A, B, C, and D, and then think, okay, that equates to that woman caring about you. That don't equate to a woman caring about you, brother. Not to say that those good deeds are ignored. It's just they don't equate to that woman want to be with you. That's why they mess with the dudes, the jailhouse dudes, the criminals, the dudes who got 15 women. They mess with them because they're concerned with what they like, not what he's going to do for them, but what they like. That's what they got you for. They got you to take care of all of their problems. You're the simp. They can come and crown his shoulder and hang out and drop their kids off for you to watch them. And she needs something, she can call you to come fix that flat. And she can get away with a hug to you and all of that while she gets smashed out, while she gets dug out by the city. And it comes down to what side of the fence do you want to be on? You want to be on the right side or the wrong side? Do you want to be on the right side or the wrong side, man? Porsha claimed she was praying for him and all of that. That's all he needed. That's all he needed to jump out there. He jumped off the porch. He jumped into the deep side of the pool with his wallet out. He hit his head 12 feet deep. Bam. He wanted to go deeper. She used him. She got clout off of him. She got her another show coming on. She having the time of her life. This dude still whining, talking about he got targeted and used. Like the stream, man. Like the stream. We're going to drop the join link. We'll take your thoughts, man. We're finna go ahead and shut this down, but we could go a little bit longer. If you support the tricking, if you trick, why don't you come up and let me know? Help me out with that. How do you still feel like a man after doing that? How do you walk amongst men and you trick and they don't? How do you do that? How do you hold yourself to high self-esteem if you got to pay for box and they don't? Do you think that makes you on par with them? Or if you got to get it through you got to use the spinach to get women, do you think that makes you a quality? Does that make up for your failings as a man? Oh, she don't like you. She don't like your hair. She don't like you. She don't like your personality. She don't find you too short. Does that make up for that? Because you're giving them money? Because you're giving them bread that makes up for all of the... Because I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that. There's an old story about a guy back in the day. We talking about the 70s. He struggled with women. We talking about before the word incel even existed. It didn't even exist back in the 70s. There's a story, and I would invite you guys to go look it up on YouTube. I mean, on Google. White dude. He used to patronize the ladies of the night. But his biggest issue was when it was over, once they pleased him, they left. Left him in a empty hotel room. Nothing but the sound of the TV. And he looked at the ceiling and he says, is this the way things are going to be? Because there should be more to this, right? So he went out. They hop in his truck. He go to the hotel, pay for the hotel. And the women were like, okay, I got to go back. And he convinced a couple to say, hey, look, stay longer. I'll give you some more money. And they stayed, but they was like, well, I ain't going to stay here and just talk to you. I can do some more stuff, but no, I'm not going to just sit here and talk to you. And that he didn't like that, man. He didn't like that. So anyhow, one day he got enraged and he deleted one. He choked one. He deleted her. And he was afraid, but he went back to sleep. And he woke up finally once in his life There was a woman next to him. So what he did was he put the blanket, he wrapped up in the blanket, threw it in the truck, drove off. And he was going to hotels because he said it. His story is on Google. He said he was going to different hotels, and for once, he was taking her in the hotel with him until rigor mortis set in. So what he did was he got another one. So he kept doing it, and then he was dropping the bodies off, and the police would find it. They put out a big, like the summer Sam, they put out a real big out warning to the area saying, be on the lookout. Even they was even going out telling the women that you guys need to be careful. If you see this, look out for this. We're looking for this type of thing. Eventually they caught him. He had a couple of deleted, hookers in his car. And when they asked him, why did he do that? He said he couldn't deal with the women leaving him. And he said he had to keep them there. So he did what he thought he needed to do. And that's the same thing that tricking is. You circumventing the normal way things are supposed to go. And that dude died in prison. And I think he got about 15, 16. So they show you that shit is real, man. That ain't nothing but strip clubs, ain't nothing but tricking. But there's a fear. Guys don't want to talk about it, but that's fine. Don't talk about it, man. You do it. Get you a cheat code, man. This is what he did. He thought he had a cheat code, and it resulted in him losing all his money. I wonder how he's going to feel when he looks at that wedding video now. Look at that. He got on his uniform. Look at this. Look at that. Where he at? Hold on. There he is. Look. He got his uniform. There you go. Look at that. He look like Michael Jackson in that motherfucker. Look. Look at that. That nigga looked like Michael Jackson in there. A fat Michael Jackson. He was proud, man. Big church. Big church. That's his woman. Like the stream, brother. The only thing he could be lucky about is they don't have any kids. That's the only thing he could be lucky about. But Porsha, she got married. I can go look up the Kordell Stewart. She's a regular chick. I think he met at a party. She a regular chick. He met at a party. They got married. She became the wife of an NFL player. Things went down. They had a turbulent divorce. Some kind of way she got an agent. She got into reality TV. Things popped for her. She became a reoccurring. She had a reoccurring role on one of those shows, or VH1, some of that. She's got a man. She had a baby. He was a millionaire. Got rid of him. And now she just got this African dude, used him, dogged him out, dumped him, flushed him down the toilet. And now she's getting her own show. So I don't know what that's gonna be about, but she that's clout, man. That's clout. She used all them dudes to make herself famous. That's clout. That's clout, bro. She used all of those guys to become headlines now. She's more popular than Kordell. And what we forget is her following. She has a massive female following. They cheer her on. They like the fact that she dogs these dudes out. She takes their money, make them look like fools. They love her. Yep. Well, we're gonna go ahead and shut this down, man. We appreciate you guys, man. If you can't like the stream, we're going into Sunday, right? We're going into Sunday, right? Yep, we're going into the 15th, man. This month is halfway over, man. Hey, man, get it done. We'll be in March in a minute, man. Better get it done, man. Get in shape. Get your money together, man. Sit down, man. Figure it out. We don't live forever, man. We don't have no time to waste. Get your health together, get your finances together, and get your social life together, man. You got to eliminate some of them chicks, man. You got to let them go, man. I know you don't want to. You got to let them go. What's that old saying? The monkey and the peanut. They say the monkey reached in the jar and he grabbed he could get one and enjoy one peanut, but he reached in there and grabbed like a whole handful. And because he had a handful, he couldn't get his hand out the jar. And I think the way it goes, that monkey starved to death. Because instead of him just getting one, he wanted all of them. And in the process, he couldn't get none of them. You guys better get serious, man. All of these women, you want a whole bunch of women? They better act right. They better act right, because getting them just to get them, you're going to be like him. You ain't going to have none of them. They're going to be married to your wallet. They're going to have you walking around looking like Michael Jackson at your funeral. You're going to look like a broke, fat, bald-headed Michael Jackson. But we'll get back, man. You'll take care. We'll see you guys later on.